sick room.
Well said.
Beg pardon, sir, but this room is where our most severe cases convalesce. The patients in this room must not be disturbed. Leave this place at once.
Oh, someone help. Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Right you are.
I fear I've much to it.
We found some evidence, but there might be more to discover. Let us scour every inch of this room.
I concur. I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Just be sure you mind your manner.
Elena? Ah, yes. The Abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker, till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the Abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine. But I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about. They were whispering. But I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter. And always a night, as I recall.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I missed that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled.
Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
I wish I had someone to talk to. I worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest.
All I've got left are my aches and pains.
Been pretty kind.
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
There's no telling what'll happen if I linger here.
I've got to get home. I can't stay here.
Time to be heading home.
little happiness is all I ask of
I
life.
don't like this place at all. It is quiet about.
Hoi! How do you do?
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
It's so dull when there's nothing doing.
Tis good to see you.
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore. Sometimes my feet are always not tired.
I wonder what rumors the moral has.
Tranquil places such as this.
I'm in fine fettle today. My sword arm.
We must rest.
Open your eyes, everyone. It is dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
I fear I've much to attend to. Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's...
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
What's your problem?
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
Can't put a price on the peace and quiet.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Too early for dinner.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are... Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Have you business in Batal? Then you, good sir.
I quite like it here.
What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Though to be frank, sir, I cannot see the matter proceeding any further. What I've heard of the abbess's testimony is little convincing, but I fear the evidence you've procured shan't be sufficient for a...
So tired. Just about anywhere.
Tis a bit early. To arrest us yet? Such quietude is a blessing.
There's aught to be said.
Where to now?
Always sets me to think.
Last night's patron, wasn't
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
This is where I come when life gets... Oh, well...
This is one step too far.
On me to bear what young shows.
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through.
This isn't right.
In case you haven't noticed, shops are closed, so if there's no one about, you might have to come back later.
How I like it.
I've a note for rumors at every inn.
Pray, take yourself elsewhere. There. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
What's making this?
Whoever's my replacement.
Mercy!
Heavens, no!
Now this is a conundrum.
Look, I've wares of every ilk.
Times are hard.
What can I do? Something fun to do here.
How cruel. I'm so cruel.
How can I get more tested?
No easy answers here.
Always another one.
Best make sure the ox is fed and watered.
I can spend all day here.
I've not left all time.
Tad round. Hail. Well met.
The goblins... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to... I know someone taught them a lesson.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost. You know where to find. Might you spare a moment?
Not a care in the world. Come just as it should.
Suppose I'd best earn my keep.
But not at the expense of my duty.
What good can
Wish
come
to
of
always not. Surely.
I can make no sense.
My head hurts just thinking about
Ah, I'll take that.
what to do. Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and... That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some... I was hoping I'll help too. I'll look for gold. Hoy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? That's all right. I'm sure it...
I fear this trial is too much for one such as me. I fear this trial is too much for one.
It's just another day.
Must have taken a wrong...
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. My curative magics are at your disposal.
Wait a moment.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
My back starts acting up.
I'll go and open the chest.
Driving me up the wall,
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I can make no sense of this. I fear this trial is...
Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be thanks? So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but I want to help them, apart from ask you, that is. Would you... Oh, thanks! I'll talk to the priests in the meantime. See... Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Thanks so much, but with so many sick...
Surely I can't leave myself but a moment's rest.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Made my legs ache a fright.
Where are you? Fancy a look at my wares?
Do come again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
We ought to have enough supplies to last us a while now.
You have my support.
I wish I could go on an adventure. Kinda hard. I'm barely scraping by. Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
I must confess, I'm rather lost.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just... Oh, thank you.
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life.